Hey guys, check this out. Bitcoin collapsing. We're going to dive into exactly what's going on. And I did not plan for the next day of me going over some crypto technicals for today to be the day where we make a new leg to the low. But let's see what's going on here. And we'll dive into why we thought this was going to happen the entire time. So looking what happened, we see the 3 points over here that happened in May, made a new leg. We considered these 2 points, these two red circles that you see here, to be the indication for another break is exactly what we're seeing right now. So everything that we saw was pure basic technical analysis, no banners, scanners, ganners, whatever you call it. This is very simple and very duplicatable. Counter trend line right here is what had us look and consider this to be a counter trend line right here. Same thing that happened in May, we consider it to be the same thing that happens right here. So while everyone's saying, oh, that was the bottom, we just were not confident that that was the bottom at 17. So we're making a new low right now, making new lows, I would say, and currently at this major level of support. Now we need to see a break. We need to see a break of this level right here. This is the level of support. We need to see a break. So pretty much a break of 18.8, which it already has, but a break and close beneath that 18.8 range would confirm that we are heading to new lows, at least for our, our bias and our outlook on what's happening with Bitcoin. So that's what we're waiting for. This is the moment of truth right here. Are we going to break 18.8? If we break 18.8, we're definitely breaking 17.7, and a new low is going to be formed for 2022. So taking a look at Ethereum, Ethereum is hanging around, but if you pay attention to the daily, a head and shoulders pattern is forming, or has formed, I should say. So looking here, we're going here, and then we make this leg right here. Coming up to the top, we found a level of resistance at the $2,000 mark, heading down, made a new leg, make a new low. Coming up, I expect another leg down, fulfilling this head and shoulders pattern down to $1,000. That's what we're looking at. That's our call, and that's kind of what we see when we look at Ethereum despite the merge. Now, I believe it has sustained this level because of the merge hype, but I do not think it's going to be able to withstand what's going to happen overall with the overall market conditions. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. I do expect to see a low. I'll remove this so you guys can see. But I do expect to see a low, a basic head and shoulders pattern. Like I said, we're very simple here. I'm not going to sit here and talk about all this nonsense. Very simple head and shoulders pattern on the daily. We expect a new leg to be formed and ultimately break this trend line and head down towards 1,000, potentially clearing 1,000 as a level of support, clearing that level and going beneath $1,000. Now, we talked about this yesterday about this chart and how, where the low was and what, how they don't think price will fall below 17.6. I do not think that these indicators are a good reflection of what can happen with the price action of Bitcoin, especially if you're just relying on EMAs. We rely strictly on support and resistance. EMAs are an indicator that lag. They tell you after the fact. Support and resistance are psychological levels where people react and people respond at these price points psychologically, and how they react to different price points. So that's where these support and resistance levels come from. And you can see that. We talk about EAs. EAs aren't necessarily the best indicator when you're talking about predicting price, because just because a moving average, was a moving level of support in 2018, 2019 does not mean that will be a reflection or a good moving support or resistance for price in the years to come. Okay, moving averages are delayed. Moving averages, pretty much aren't the end all be all. As you can see, like moving averages can be, they can be respected, but at the same time, just because it bounces at one point in time does not mean that bounce is going to be valid, as a indicator for further price levels of support. So that's why we just disagreed with this yesterday. That was another reason, but we'll see what happens. I think price will fall below 17.6 when we look at Bitcoin. And right now we just got to get past 18.8. I do think that this is a great buying opportunity for those of you that are dollar cost averaging. Continue to take advantage of these low prices and just continue to pour in, trickle in, and accumulate. This is the time to accumulate. So hope you guys got some value out of this video. This is kind of our, Technical Tuesday. Just so happened that this happened on a Tuesday, but this is Technical Tuesday. Just diving into the charts. Keep moving forward, guys, in everything that you do, and we'll see you soon.